Hello everyone, this is Chrism and I'd like to welcome you to another conversation about your Kundalini awakening experience. In this series on the Cathars of southern France and the Pyrenees, we are at Mount Ségur, the last area where the Cathars were literally brought into extinction by the forces of the Catholic Church and the French king in the year 1243. On 16th of March 1244, more than 200 Cathars are burnt at the foot of the stronghold, and the castle at the top of the mountain here is given to the seigneurs, who then rebuild the castle. So what you're seeing right here is a rebuilt castle by the victors, not by the Cathars. So I'm going to hand this over to Magdalene de Deus. Hello everyone. So the reason why I'm even doing a series on the Cathars is because of the equanimity between the genders, the sacred male and the sacred female. It's getting a little windy. Magdalene, will you follow me down here, please? So, walk with me if you would. Try to keep me in the frame. You're doing great. Everybody, we owe a huge debt of gratitude to Magdalene for putting up with me. So, in the Cathar belief system, male and female were equal. Okay, their priests and priestesses were called perfect, or parfait in French, and you had to go through a series of different levels of accomplishment within the Cathar faith in order to become a perfect. This was in direct violation of the Catholic Church at the time, and they could see that the Cathars were becoming so popular that the Pope Innocent III decided to meet up with the King of France, and they decided that the Cathars needed to be exterminated, and they did exactly that. 200 perfects. Now, it took a long time to become a parfait or a perfect in the Cathar religion. You had to abstain. There was no sex. You had to be vegetarian. And you had to go to all the different villages in this area of the Pyrenees, and work with the people. It wasn't like you were ever looking down, according to the documents that we have left. And the documents that we have left are from an inquisition that was used by Pope Innocent III in order to torture the Cathars to get the information about what they were doing and how they did things. And so to become a perfect, you were a very, very dedicated person. They moved 500 people up into Mont Ségur, which is not this fortification that you see up here, but there was a different structure there. And they moved 500 people up there, and this was going to be the core. This was going to be the foundation of the Cathar religion. And what eventually happened was the Pope sent a messenger to try to sway the population against Catharism, and that person was murdered. We don't know by who, but that person was murdered, and that's when the King of France and the Pope decided that they were going to exterminate the Cathars. And what they did, Magdalene, if you could just swing the camera around, what they did is they brought a huge number of armies here, and they basically just surrounded this one access point to the castle, and basically they choked off the supplies that the Cathar people were using for food and sustenance of that nature, and they gave them a choice to either renounce their religion or die on a big huge bonfire that had been built. 200 perfects decided to die on the bonfire, and they would throw themselves on it. There are even pictures of Cathar priests and priestesses throwing themselves onto the flames, and then anybody else who agreed to renounce their faith, they were stripped naked. And this is March. This is March in the Pyrenees. We're about 4,000 feet in the air here. These people were stripped naked and told to get out of there, basically. And that was almost kind of a death sentence anyway, because you'd freeze to death, or you would die of exposure. So this is what occurred here. The reason why I'm here is there are caves here where the Cathars actually lived as a community, and they lived here for quite some time before the Pope and the French king decided to exterminate them. They lived here with a level of ecstasy and ecstatic experience that is very similar to Kundalini, and these are in the documents. These people would pray and they would meditate and they would work together, and they would have levels of bliss and ecstasy that were brought to them, I firmly believe, by their Kundalini as they activated that Kundalini. So I would like to welcome you to this last in our series. Maybe not last, and we'll see if we can visit some more of the Cathar castles. I don't know, but this culminates the Cathar aspects of the Pyrenees here. There's another castle that I wouldn't mind visiting, Castle Foi, which means faith in French, and we may be able to do that. But the Cathars are experiencing, the Cathar belief system and mythology is experiencing quite a profound resurgence in France at this time. The Cathar Road is what we followed to get here. Anyway, if we see some, we'll let you know. Thanks for watching.